Day 31 of my 30-day van conversion challenge. I started off with a job I've been putting off for ages, which is removing the last sticker from the side of the van, and then I got started with putting up the rest of the walls around the bed. I cut these out in a few different parts. This one needed to be slightly curved because of the bed recess, so I marked that out with a pencil and then used a jigsaw to fix it. I used a contour gauge to get the curve of the side of the van again, and then started to look at the top pieces. I was trying to get these to tuck in really tightly against the ceiling, so I added one batten to help this side curve up to do that. I also made one side slightly taller so I could make sure that it filled the space it needed to. Then I started looking at how to attach my wall lights. I planned the positioning, drew circles around the lights, and then used a hole saw piece to cut a hole for the wires to go through. Next, I started planning the cutouts for my bed wall. I wanted to have a lower section where you can get up into the bed, add some drawers, and I was also wanting to add a little cubby hole so that you could access the electrics from the inside of the van. I double checked my measurements 1,000 times to make sure that everything was straight and at right angles before I started cutting, and then I used my plunge saw to cut all of the straight sections. I used the jigsaw to finish off the boxes and to do the curved section for the bed access. I was very pleased with how tidy this was all looking by the time I was done. I ended my day with lots more painting. I will be back tomorrow with day 32 and hopefully a lot of this starting to get put into the van.